Okay, let's start with the general equation. Number one, general equation. General equation. Right, I'm not gonna try and make it complicated, but you need to know that the general equation can be written in two ways. But for you, I'm gonna write it as f of x equal to a over x plus p plus q. In grade 10, you didn't have this plus p because there was no horizontal shift. Okay? There was no horizontal shift. But now in grade 11, because of horizontal shift, you're going to have that. Last year, you had the positive q. That's familiar to you. So this is the general equation which I'm going to teach you from. Right? Then number two, let's talk about the equations of the asymptotes. Equations of asymptotes. Right? Let's start with the vertical asymptote, which I will represent by VA. The vertical asymptote, its equation is going to be x equal to minus p. Okay? Last year, it was x equal to 0 because the y-axis was an asymptote. In this grade now, in grade 11, it's no longer x equal to 0 because of horizontal shift. Okay? So the horizontal asymptote, its equation is still the same as last year. It's y equal to q. It hasn't changed. The only one that you need to be very careful of is this. It was x equal to 0 last year. Now it's no longer x equal to 0 because of horizontal shift. Okay? Please take note. These are equations. That's why I'm starting with x for the vertical, y for the horizontal. You don't write vertical asymptote equal to. That's wrong. Your equations must start with x or they must start with y. Is that clear? Right? So, equations of asymptote. Let's move on to the x and y intercept. X and y intercept. So, number 3, x and y intercept. So, let me start with the y intercept. The y-intercept, you get this when x is 0. Okay? So if your equation is f of x equal to a over x plus p plus q, if you're asked to determine the x-intercept, sorry, the y-intercept, all you have to do is put 0 where there is x. So you get 0 plus p plus q. So your final answer, f0 will be equal to a over p plus q. Okay? So this will be your y-intercept. Okay, let me put the x-intercept next to it. Number 4, the x-intercept. You get it when f of x is 0 or when y is 0. You should know that by now. Okay? So, where there is y, you put 0 there. Then you solve this equation. You just have to solve that. Okay, let me solve it for you. Take q to the left. Get minus q equal to a over x plus b. Okay? I want to find the x-intercept. Then the denominator on the left is 1. You cross multiply. If you do that, you will get minus q x minus pq is equal to a. Okay? Then you take the minus pq to the right. You will get a plus pq. Then you divide both sides by minus q. So x will be a plus pq over minus q. Please don't stress. when you have got values, you can just substitute the values. Okay? So this will be your x-intercept. Yes?
So where did you get minus q?
When you multiply minus q by x, you get minus qx. Minus q times positive p, you get minus pq. Please don't worry about memorizing that. When you get a question, you have values for a, p, and q, okay, and y. You just substitute those values, then you simplify. Okay, you can manage to memorize that x equal to a plus pq over minus q. That's fine, but I don't encourage you to memorize that because otherwise someone might think this is so complicated. It's not. Okay, so we have the y-intercept, x-intercept. Now let's move on to axes of symmetry. Right? The, the hyperbola has got two axes of symmetry. Two axes of symmetry. And the axes of symmetry or lines of symmetry, they intersect with the asymptotes at a common point. You should know that from last year. Okay, so number 5 is equations. Equations of axes of symmetry. Equations of axes of symmetry. Well, this part I'm gonna take a bit of some time. I'll do an example on it, but for now, since I'm introducing, you should know this a bit from last year. So the two equations, one of them has a negative gradient, the other one has a positive gradient. The lines of symmetry, the one with the positive gradient is y equal to x plus p plus q. Last year, the p was 0. Okay? This p was 0 last year. Okay? Because there was no horizontal shift. Now the p is no longer 0. Okay? So your axes of symmetry are straight lines. They have equations of the form y equal to mx plus c. The second one with the negative gradient is minus x plus p plus q. Yes. Now, I can, okay, I don't want to talk about the systems of the two. Let's teach them like this. Makes things a little bit easier. Don't want to combine into lots of equations. Well, some of you end up thinking that maths is very difficult. Okay, so your lines of symmetry, their equations are given by these two. Okay? Is there anything else? Okay, I hope you know that. Okay, let's go to number 6, the shape. This is very important. Number 6, the shape. The shape is determined by, right? It is determined by the value of A. So if A is positive, then when you sketch the hyperbola, it will be in the first quadrant and the third quadrant. If A is negative, you sketch it in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Those are basics that you have to know from last year. Okay? I can talk about the range as well, the domain, but I'll talk about the range and domain when I'm giving proper examples. Okay? But these are the key things that you need to know, or rather the key properties. Okay, range and domain, I will talk about that later. Okay. All right. Here's a class exercise.